Hello everyone and welcome to another episode of Let's Play Diablo. This is episode 4 and I started a new game and played through the first level of the dungeon. And then why am I meeting you back in town then instead of on level 2? Well, I want to demonstrate something that I haven't pointed out yet. You see from my quest log I have the Butcher quest. When you talk to people, you can go talk to them, and you can talk to them about the quest.
The Butcher is a sadistic creature that delights in the torture and pain of others. You have seen his handiwork in the drunkard farm. His destruction will do much to ensure the safety of this village.
And you can do that for every single quest in the game, and if you so choose. Let's go ahead and talk to the other people in town about the Butcher and see what they all have to say about it. Oh, Farnham, I know you got something to say. Where are you, buddy? He's over here. Town drunk. Town drunk. There you are.
Can't a fellow drink in peace?
Talk to Farnham. Butcher.
Big cleaver, killing all my friends. Couldn't stop him. Had to run away. Couldn't save them. Trapped in a room with so many bodies. So many friends. No!
This lets you know that he was part of the group that tried to attack the Butcher and failed, and most of them died, and that's ultimately why he started to drink so heavily.
Stay a while and listen.
Hello, Cain. How are you? Let's talk about the Butcher.
It seems that the Archbishop Lazarus goaded many of the townsmen into venturing into the labyrinth to find the king's missing son. He played upon their fears and whipped them into a frenzied mob. None of them were prepared for what lay within the cold earth. Lazarus abandoned them down there, left in the clutches of unspeakable horrors, to die.
Well, that wasn't very nice of Lazarus, now was it? Let's see what you got to say, Griswold. Talk to Griswold, the Butcher.
I saw what Farnham calls the Butcher, as it swathed a path through the bodies of my friends. He swung a cleaver as large as an axe, hewing limbs and cutting down brave men where they stood. I was separated from the fray by a host of small screeching demons, and somehow found the stairway leading out. I never saw that hideous beast again, but his blood-stained visage haunts me to this day.
Let's talk to Ogden and Pepin. Pepin.
What ails you,
Talk.
my friend?
Butcher.
By the light, I know this vile demon. There were many that bore the scars of his wrath upon their bodies when the few survivors of the charge led by Lazarus crawled from the cathedral. I don't know what he used to slice open his victims, but it could not have been of this world. It left wounds festering with disease, and even I found them almost impossible to treat. Beware if you plan to battle this fiend.
Obviously, Pepin's afraid of this character and has healed wounds left, or attempted to heal wounds at least, left by his cleaver.
Master. Welcome to the Tavern of the Rising Sun.
How are you, Ogden? Let's talk about the Butcher.
Yes, Farnham has mumbled something about a hulking brute who wielded a fierce weapon. I believe he called him a butcher.
Not much to say there, just Farnham knows him.
Good day.
Hello,
How can I
Jillian.
serve you?
You can tell me about the Butcher.
When Farnham said something about a butcher killing people, I immediately discounted it. But since you brought it up, maybe it is true.
Yeah, trust me over the guy who's lived here, and although I guess I am returning from the war or something. One more person. Let's go talk to Wirt about the Butcher. Hey, Wirt.
more than you think about that grisly fiend. His little friends got a hold of me and managed to get my leg before Griswold pulled me out of that hole. I'll put it bluntly. Kill him before he kills you and adds your corpse to his collection.
Okay, so the butcher has a collection of corpses. And apparently he was part of the demons that tortured Wirt and took his leg. But Wirt doesn't seem too afraid of them. Possibly just a facade on his part, but whatever. Let's head in. You can even click on the dead body.
Your death will be avenged.
And you hear that. Let's go down into the dungeon. It took up 6 minutes. That's probably going to result in this being a longer video. So, I guess. Now, something of note. I lost my unique weapon. I don't know what happened to it. It just disappeared. So thanks for that, game. I really appreciate it. Let's go down to level 2. And start killing some demons. Now, you may have noticed in the last video that it looked a fair bit better, at least in my opinion, than the previous videos. That's because I did some color correction on it, as well as brightening it and sharpening the image. This ultimately resulted in a brighter picture with better color that popped more and a sharper look to all the textures and stuff. So all the blurring effects and whatnot that you get with composite out, you're not getting that here. It should cut down on that at least. So hopefully you guys like that. Hopefully it looks better for you. I know it looks better for me. But I cannot speak for all of you. Let's see, what do I want to do with this level? I think I know. Let's see... character info, let's go all strength. I kind of wish that we had, I mean, in Europe and places like that, they got something called RGB SCART, which separates the video signal into 3 different signals, red, blue, and green. We wouldn't get that here in the States until Component, which didn't really come into play until 4 or 5 years after the PlayStation. And if you try to use a PlayStation on Component, it's going to look like crap. But if you manage to get it to work on RGB somehow, it would look a lot better. The colors would be better, it would be less bleeding together, because composite really isn't very good. And I would like to cut down further on how blurry the picture overall looks. I'll keep the 10 hit points. But how blurry the picture overall looks by trying to get an S-video cable, because the one I have is broken and it doesn't really work. So, but an S-video cable will cut down on that further and result in a mildly better, because it does separate it into more than one video stream, I guess. But if you want to see what RGB SCART can do, find Review Tech USA here on YouTube and find his video on find his video on building a Genesis that runs through HDMI. It's the second video that he did on that. The first one was just like kind of like a prototype that he was working on, but the second one uses RGB SCART, and the end result is a much better looking picture coming out of the Genesis. You can look at that as an example of what SCART or HDMI can do to something that's older. Come on. Come on. Oh my god. I'm getting my ass kicked. Okay, there we go. Got it. Scroll of firewall. But you can look at that as that's RGB SCART to HDMI. Obviously, it doesn't output in true HD because the highest resolution I think was 320 by 240 for the Genesis, which is not a very good resolution, but still, the colors and the details look much, much sharper doing it through that than it does through standard video. And that's what they had, standard composite. That's what they had over in England and like Europe. While we here in the States were stuck with composite, and if we were lucky, we could get like an S-video cable to hook our consoles up with. Where'd you go? Where'd you go? There you are. Which, honestly, it's... I mean, you can see here the collars bleeding together, and let's identify that, shall we? And it really does not look all that good. I mean, it looks ultimately better once I edit the video, but you can see the unedited videos through the first 2 episodes of this Let's Play, but it makes such a big difference doing the sharpness and color contrast. And I'm going to keep doing that because that really looks good, at least in my opinion. It still doesn't quite measure up to the PC version of this game, but what can you do? It's the best I'm going to get out of this until at least I get an S-video cable, which isn't that expensive. It'll probably be $5 to get one. I just don't have a spare $5 right now. Otherwise I would go ahead and do it. And the S-video cable's not going to make that big of a difference anyway. It'll help some with the clarity, but that's about it. What I really need to do is get a rags. I don't want rags. But what I really need to do is get a better capture device that can do HD through component video and just hook my PlayStation 2 up through a component video, because you can play PlayStation 2 games on the PlayStation. You can play PlayStation 1 games on the PlayStation 3 through component video. On the PlayStation 1, I'm tongue-tied. You can play PlayStation 1 games on the PlayStation 2 through component video. That's what I was trying to say. Magic buckler. Thanks, Puke Rat. See if that thing's any good. And that'll help. That'll definitely help, because then you separate the video stream into 3 streams instead of just blurring it all together in one like composite does. Should result in a prettier picture. But I don't have I do not have a capture device capable of doing component. I just have composite and S-video, so I want to get S-video. It's cheap and it looks better. And I'm a little bit of a perfectionist. Alright, let's see what book we're going to get. Scroll of Healing, I'll keep that. Let's see if I can get another level. Ooh, I can. Inventory. Let's see if I got any scrolls of identifying. Healing, identify. White Buckler of Zest. Now, when you're playing as a warrior, you have to choose between two things. You can carry a buckler or a shield and have more defense, or you can carry an axe or a two-handed weapon and deal more damage. Which is more important to you? You have to decide. Backtrack, because I know I haven't killed everything on this level, because I believe this is the level with the butcher on it. And I'm not going to kill the butcher this time. He's tough for early level characters like this. You definitely want to gain plenty of experience before you go tackling something like him. Yeah, I knew I hadn't explored the whole level yet. How am I looking on that? Character info. Damn it. Keep doing that. Let's go over here. Yeah, that's where the butcher hides. In that room there. And I know that most of this game is randomly generated, but there are some areas of it that are not. His area is one of them. Alright, got them all three. It always looks exactly the same. And he's waiting in there, and look at that. He actually does have a collection of corpses. How nice. How morbid. What would you expect from a game called Diablo? Where you're basically going to go kill Satan and his brothers. Well, I don't know. Baal and Mephisto. You deal with them in the Diablo 2. Which I'm really, really excited about playing that. I just need to get fraps first, because if you see on my other channel that I put up some test footage using fraps that really looks good. I love how it turned out. I tried using a free program called MSI Afterburner, which a friend told me about. And thanks for telling me about it, but it really didn't work for that because the screen constantly flickered and it was very, very annoying. It's funny, like when it tells it to do multiple actions at once, like there, I picked up the gold and shut the door. Then I picked up more gold and opened the door. Inventory. Let's use that. Inventory. Use the Scroll of Town portal and cast it there. What the fuck? Why is it not letting me cast a town portal? Inventory, look, come on, let me do this. I'm down to 1 town portal. There we go. Okay, let's go to town and sell items and repair items, and that we'll call it a video. And I will eventually beat the Butcher. I just want to gain another level or 2 before I take him on, because he's pretty tough. Let's go. I want to refill my healing items. And then I want to. Have anything I need to identify? That.
Whoa, what can I do for you?
You can, I thought I equipped that. I keep hitting the wrong button. Six vitality, 7 to magic resist. I'm going to use that because of the resistance is useful.
Whoa, what can I do for you?
You can buy my buckler to skill, and buy my buckler, and buy my scimitar.
Hello, my friend. Stay a while and listen.
Spider's short staff. That'll give me a few gold. From
What ails
Adria.
you, my friend? What ails you, my friend?
I cannot see the, I cannot see the, belt items when I'm buying from him like I can on the PC version, so I was double checking to see if my belt was full. It was not. Adria, why do you gotta live so far away from everybody else, Adria? You and work, I swear to
I
God.
sense a soul in search of answers.
Self staves. That. Yep. Thank you everybody for watching another episode of Let's Play Diablo. It's greatly appreciated. Please like, comment, subscribe in the box down below. That too would be greatly appreciated. We will talk to you guys next time. Thanks everybody. Bye.